Hey everyone, good afternoon. Now it's the afternoon because I was having issues with my live, y'all. And I had to stop the previous one, come back to the next one, blah, 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 blah. So I'm gonna have to fix this. I'm looking at my live again and now it's working. Wow. Now it's working, y'all. So I don't know what that issue is, but the good thing is now I'm back up and running. But sorry for the delay. I don't know what that was. I think I'm gonna have to probably change the way I set everything up. But alas, we are here. And I hope that you all know what it is that we are here for. You can see it over on this side, right there, right there, right there, right there. $35,000 up to $35,000 via the Hometown Heroes program. Now, we've all seen this before. If you have not, welcome to the party. Okay. So, if you don't know, Florida and potentially other states as well, but Florida has programs for first time homebuyers, programs for different people to get homes. Okay. And so now you all heard me speak about the SHIP program before, SHIP. If you don't know what that is, go to my YouTube channel, go to my Facebook channel. You can see the videos. But we spoke about the SHIP program before, which that was up to $100,000 in assistance. Now, this program is different. This program is the Hometown Heroes program. And the Hometown Heroes program is for specific individuals here in South Florida. Now, who am I talking about? By the way, I want you all to share this live. I want you all to share this live. I just realized I need to fix this on Instagram. Hold on. Let me get in here. Let me get in here. Let me fix this real quick, y'all. Share this with someone that you know. Let them know what's going on. You know, I love to keep you all updated. I need to come up with some sort of tagline or something. But I love to keep you all updated on what's going on, what's happening, who's doing what, why, when, etc. Because knowledge is power. A lot of the times we want to get things done, and it's not so much about what you have in your hand, it's about what you have in your head. And you need to know what is happening around you, what is happening in your city, what is happening in your town, what is happening in your state, and how you can get involved and be a part of that. Okay. And so that's what I love to do here. I love to educate everyone on what is happening and what needs to be done here in the South Florida area. If you are in another state, you can still contact me. I can assist you. I just love to help people do what they want to do and accomplish what they want to accomplish. A lot of people ask me why I got into real estate. I personally believe that it is a great career field, but on top of that, I've heard a lot of people be told no. I've seen my mother be told no a lot of times when it comes to purchasing a home. And what ended up happening is she met some folks that believed in what she needed to do. It did not take really for her to get a whole bunch in her hand. It took for her to just get some folks that backed her and get some knowledge. And with that, she was able to purchase the home that she wanted. Interestingly enough, there were other homes that she wanted and they kept falling through. And then she ended up finding a around the same type of house or a better house for a cheaper price. And so once again, listen, it's not about always what you have in your hand. It's about what you have in your head. Who is around you that can assist you with what you need to do. So with that being said, let us get into this Hometown Heroes information. We're going to go kind of step by step here. I might put some links in the chat box. Y'all pay attention to the chat box. If you have any questions, make sure that you comment. Make sure that you comment. Make sure that you comment so that I can assist you with the questions that you have. Okay, so here we go. Hometown Heroes are for those, you know what, let me put this link up here. First things first, everyone thought that this program would begin July 1st. which I believe that that's what happened the last time. But it is not beginning July 1st. Let me go live on Instagram here. There we go. It did not begin July. It will not be beginning July 1st this year. It will not. It will not. It will not. Here's what we are waiting on. We are waiting on Governor DeSantis to actually sign off on this. Okay. So we're still waiting. Now, the good thing is that you know that it is a thing. Okay. Don't say, well, we're still waiting for it, so I'm not going to move forward until I know that it's coming out. That's a big mistake. Ask me why. Why? Okay. Because you want to be prepared. All right. You want to be prepared. You want to know what it is that you need to do. You want to get your items into place. Okay. Get your items into place. What do I mean by items? Have you been pre-approved? Now, some may say, well, I'm not ready yet and I don't want to do that and I don't want to listen. I don't care if you think that you're not ready yet. And you see how I say you think. Okay, and the reason why I say I don't care is because you need to understand this. You need to have a plan for what it is that you are doing. Okay, we're talking about all of these programs, but you need to have a proper plan to know, how am I going to acquire the house? What do I need to do? See, you're only ready based upon what you think you need to be ready for. Okay. You're only ready based upon what you think you need to have. I've heard some people say, well, my credit is not good, so I haven't spoken to anyone yet. I say, but what about your income? What are your taxes showing? Are you self-employed? Are you a W-2 employee? What's going on with your student loans? That's a big one. Do you have any collections on your credit? Do you have a car payment? If so, how much? All of these things determine what it is that you qualify for. And because a lot of you are not in the field, which that is okay. That's why you have professionals like me, right? But because a lot of you are not in the field, you only prepare yourself for what you think you need to be prepared for. And that can be to your detriment. So although we are still waiting for Governor DeSantis to sign off on this, we need a signature before it becomes official. I still want to give you this information, and I still want you all to know what is going on so that you can prepare. Okay. So Florida legislature has set aside, they've approved $50 million for this 2025-2026 Hometown Heroes loan program. Okay. They approved this on June the 16th. All right. So that's why if you follow realtors, you've been seeing a lot of this information. All right. After the governor signs, then we're going to have to wait for the Florida Housing Board to approve the occupations list. Okay. The job list, and the lender guide and the training schedule. Now, what are all of these things? When they do these programs, they want specific people to handle these programs. Okay. So for the Hometown Heroes program, if you're working with a real estate agent or if you're working with me, I'm going to tell you something along the lines of, well, let us find an approved lender for this program. Okay. Now, some of you may say, oh, they just want to work with who they want to work with, blah, 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 blah. Now, yes, that may be so, but who someone may want to work with has to be approved by the Florida Housing Board to secure this loan for you. Okay, so number one, we're waiting on, for those of you just coming in, we're speaking about the Hometown Heroes program. We're waiting on Governor DeSantis to sign. I'm hoping no updates are coming as I'm talking to y'all about this. But anyway, we're waiting on Governor DeSantis to sign, and then the Florida Housing Authority, the Florida Housing Board will now go through and verify the lender guide, okay, the occupations list. Now, for the most part, we know who really can, be approved for this loan, or I shouldn't say who can be approved, but I should say who can qualify for this. Okay, any of those in healthcare. Okay, any of those working for the school district, school board. Okay, any of those that is a first responder, any of those that works in public safety, any of those that is a court employee or a child worker. Okay. These are the ones that, hold on, y'all. I need to fix my ticker here. There we go. It was saying, okay, there we go. It was saying that it started July 1st, and it's not. Um, anyway, so I want you all to make sure that you get your minds prepared. If you know anyone who is interested in purchasing, okay, that's in and around these occupations. I'm gonna put it in the chat here so that you all can see it. There we go. Healthcare worker, school staff, first responder, public safety, court employee, childcare worker. For some reason, my comments are not going to my Facebook. I'm not seeing y'all's comments. That's so odd. Um, but anyway, let me get here on LinkedIn. Let me get here on everywhere and see if I can put these things in the chat for you all. Okay. But healthcare workers, all of these people, let them know, spread the word, tell them what's happening, tell them that they qualify, they may be able to be approved for these funds. Okay. So yes, only full-time Florida employees in these roles will qualify, and then also active service members, veterans, including reservists, Coast Guard, Florida National Guard. All right, so these are the folks who qualify for this. So be careful with the information that you're hearing. Anytime you see somebody post something, go and fact check or leave them a comment and ask them, for more details. Send them a DM, send them a message, and tell them to give you more details. Okay. Now, here are the details on the money part, which is all why we're here. And all why we want this information. Okay, so you see here that I have $35,000 hometown heroes. It is up to keywords up to. Okay, so that means, excuse me. So that means that they give you there's a range. Okay, so I say believe for what you want, right? So believe for the 35,000, although it is up to, so you may get 10, you may get 20, you may get 15. I don't know how low they're going, whatever. Okay. But here we go. So this Hometown Heroes is a zero interest deferred 30-year second mortgage. Okay. Now, I had to get into this. The last time with the SHIP program, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, I had to get into this the last time with the SHIP program. I think so. I'm trying to remember properly, y'all. So zero interest meaning, obviously zero interest, you're not paying interest on the loan. Okay, deferred meaning you're not paying, you're not making payments on it, and then 30-year term, it stays in place for 30 years until you sell, refinance, transfer the property, or stop using it as your primary residence. Okay, so one thing that you have to understand is that these programs come with stipulations. It's just like the SHIP program. The reason why they do these SHIP programs is not only just to help you, but to also make sure that that Florida is being built up. Okay, what does that mean, right? Home buyers, you stay in the state. Okay, you own a property, you build your family here, you have a job here, and this helps to regulate and build up the economy. All right, this means that the folks who are buying the homes are going to stay in the homes, and they're going to build their lives, and they're going to create families. And now you're building a family, so you need more money, you're giving into the economy, your children are going to school, blah 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 blah. Okay, so the reason why they have these stipulations is because they understand the background and what it does to the economy. And so they're not going to give it to you if you say, well, this is going to be my investment property. Well, investment property don't really do much for them, because they want the people that have roots here to where you are building the economy. Okay, so it's in place. There's a 30-year term, which means that if you sell, do anything within that 30-year term, transfer the property, stop using it as your primary residence, the loan is going to be due. That's why they consider it a loan, because then they can collect if they want to. You see? You understand? Y'all understand it? Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Okay. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, just put something in the chat. Okay. Put a fire in the chat or something so I can see it. Okay. So this is why I like to explain these things. We talked about this with the SHIP program. Okay. We had to understand that with the SHIP program, it wasn't just money that they were giving away, they were doing a deferred loan. Okay. So you must be a first time home buyer. We spoke about this previously. First time home buyer or a veteran purchasing a primary residence. Okay. Minimum credit score is 640. Now I'm getting these numbers and different things from these sources. Okay. Y'all hold on one moment. Okay. I'm getting this information from these sources. Now, remember, it's not signed. Okay, it's not signed by Governor DeSantis. And also, Florida Housing Board needs to check off on the occupation list, all of those things, but these things should be staying the same. Minimum credit score of 640, okay, minimum credit score of 660 for manufactured homes. Income limits. Okay, I need to get a little bit more clear on this one. And why do I say that? I say that because I really need to see. Hold on, because y'all, I just see this. You know, with the SHIP program, y'all remember we got a list showing um we got a list showing the actual like numbers of what you need to make. Now, what I've been able to get is that the income limits are based on county. Okay, generally 120% of the average income. Ooh, hold on, y'all. I just messed up my computer. Areas of it says AMI, so average median income, okay, of your county. So I'm seeing that Palm Beach County, okay, 120% of the average median income for a household of 1 to 2 people is around 114,000 to 136,000. Now, y'all don't hold me to that. Don't hold me to that. I'm just delivering the info. Okay. I'm not always going to know everything all the time. Okay. I like to know stuff like the back of my hand. But I'm seeing here this 120% of the average median income. Okay. So let me put these links in the chat. I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go back over to the other areas where I'm streaming. Those of you on Instagram, here's the link as well. Those of you on Facebook, let me get to y'all. Here's the link as well. Let me see if I can get over here to LinkedIn. Hold on. Let me see if I can get over here to LinkedIn, y'all. Okay, LinkedIn. Okay, here we go. 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 Okay. So there's the link to the Florida Housing website. That's the official review. Okay. Lender guide. More than likely, y'all can go to the Florida Hometown Heroes Loan Program.com. I'm going to put this in the chat too. I want y'all to get all your info. Get educated. Y'all going to see it over here too. I'm putting it up there. I'm putting it in the chats, putting it in the chats, putting it, just going through and putting it in the chats, y'all. Over to Instagram. Okay. So I want y'all to go and I want y'all to read up on these things. If you are interested in purchasing a home, if you are interested in purchasing a home, okay, I want you to schedule a call with me. I'm gonna put the link to schedule a call with me in the chat. And the reason why I want you all to schedule a call is because there are things that you may or may not know, okay, in regards to purchasing a home. Even when I first got into real estate, I was blown away by the amount of ways that you can purchase a home. I know that even in the Black and Brown community, purchasing a home sometimes for some of us is something that does not seem even relatively possible. Okay, and that's not true. Okay, it's not about what you have in your hand, it's about what you have in your mind. If you have not read Rich Dad Poor Dad, I want y'all to read that. If you have not read that, I just put in the chat the link to set up a call with me in regards to purchasing a home. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I just put in the chat how you're able to schedule a call with me. And the reason why I want you all to like I was saying, the reason I want you all to do this is because there's information that you do not know, and you have a right to information, but it's about putting yourself in the position to get that information, to obtain that information. The amount of knowledge that I've been acquiring even over the past few years have taken me to places to where I could not go. See, might have had the abilities to go, but because I did not have the knowledge and the know-how on how to do certain things, I couldn't get to where I needed to go. So I'm gonna pretty much end right here. Y'all know I usually go about 30 minutes, but I believe that I pretty much gave the amount of information that you all need, at least to whet your palate, to get you, on the right track to thinking about this. Whether you do qualify or not qualify for this program, whether you want to try out for this program, whether you don't, I still want you to schedule a call with me. I still want you to contact me. Okay, my email is right here. realestate@luxwealth.co. It's no M. Okay, real estate at luxwealth.co. You can call me, you can text me. If you call me and you don't get me, please leave a voicemail. I will return your call. That's one thing I had to learn. Answer the phone. If I'm not available, I'll shoot you a text and let you know if my hands are free. Okay, so I want you to make sure that you send me a text, send me a DM, send me a message, send me an email. Even if you don't see yourself buying right now, it does not matter. No, you're not wasting my time. Okay. I want to take you from step A to step Z so that you can know what it is that you need to do. Some of you all are self-employed. You don't even realize that by the time you get to a lender, they're going to deny you. Some of you, they're going to deny you because you haven't been in business long enough. You haven't been doing your taxes right. Your tax accountant has probably been showing a loss on your income to cover your tax burden. Okay. And so because of that, now when you go to a lender, it's going to show that you're not making no money. And so you never told your tax person, oh, I want to buy a house, or your tax person, you might have told them, but they may not know. Okay. So listen, there's so many things aside from credit, aside from just simply having the money. How many of you all know that you need to have your money sourced? You can't buy a house with cash under your mattress. I know I'm talking to somebody. Okay. They need to know where that money came from. Hello. They need to know where that money came from. Okay. So listen, I appreciate you all's time because I believe that time is money. Okay. If you are paying attention to me, you are paying me with your attention. You may not be paying me with your money. Okay. But you are paying me with your attention, and attention is money. Okay. So I thank you all for paying me your attention. And I want you to share this with someone, share this with someone, and share this with someone else, and let them know that there is a program that is coming and on the way. Again, we're waiting for Governor DeSantis to sign, and then we will start getting more details. But listen, I will talk to you all later. I want you to look out for a live next week, potentially with Tamid and I, speaking about mortgage again. If you have any questions, send me a DM or send me a text, 561-951-6050, or send me an email. Okay. I will talk to you all later. Peace out.